Hello, everyone. My name is Candice McLean, and today I'll be presenting to you a policy that will be added to the Gallup McKinley County Student Behavioral Handbook. Now, looking at cyberbullying and intimidation and instigation by the use of electronic device or social media, the Gallup McKinley County Schools Student Behavior Handbook did not have a policy put in place. So I developed a policy, and this infographic is to demonstrate what that policy would be and some of the prevention strategies we want to implement throughout the year to help promote this policy and to create the use of ethical behavior among students and staff. So this infographic is designed for both students and staff, and its sole purpose is to clearly communicate the expectations, legal implications, and the proactive steps that we want to take to ensure that all members within the school community feel safe, respected, and valued. In today's social media use, cyberbullying isn't just something that the students have to deal with personally. This is something that often leads to disruption in the school environment. So we want to make sure that this policy ensures that our school environment is safe by creating a culture of respect and responsibility. So, in creating our policy, we looked at several different cases of examples of where the school ethics and the legal precedents would be needed. And we looked at RS and SS versus Minnesota Area School District. This case, we found that it's a delicate balance between First Amendment rights and school safety when it comes to social media use. So, in this case, as you can see, there is a brief summary on the infographic. In this case, there was a student that posted onto Facebook a comment about a staff member. So this was brought to administration's attention, and they pulled the student into the office and gained their login information from their Facebook. Now, the parents then did sue, saying this was in violation of their First and Fourth Amendment rights, and the court did, in fact, deem that as correct. The courts came out and said that the schools really can only discipline if the student's online speech is a cause for substantial disruption in the school environment. So this case really just shows the importance of ethical consistency. We want to make sure our students feel protected, but and also ensure them that their rights are not going to be infringed upon. But we also want the policy, when it is applied equitably, transparently, and compassionately, that it really is intended to protect the students. So you can see the first part of the infographic gives a definition of what cyberbullying is. So this can clearly define what cyberbullying is. It is an act of harassment, intimidation, or threatening behavior carried out through electronic communication. And then, most importantly, it gives examples of what this looks like. So, posting slurs and rumors or negative remarks about students or staff members, sending harassing, intimidating, and threatening messages, taking and distributing unauthorized or unwanted photographs or videos of students or staff, and using electronic means to threaten, intimidate, or harass through direct or indirect contact. So, we want to ensure safety of our students in regards to social media use and cyberbullying and intimidation. And if the students were in fact part of those examples, this is a direct violation of that policy. And according to our student handbook, that would be a level 3 or level 4 violation, which can result in suspension. So as it's stated as the student in the student handbook, that is what the students would follow. Now, before the school year even begins, we want to make sure that we emphasize education over punishment. Even though the policy is put in place as far as a disciplinary action, we want to make sure that we have prevention strategies in place that help to teach empathy, promote anonymous reporting, and get them used to being respectful in that digital world. We want to make sure we celebrate digital kindness. So we want to make sure that our school is rooted in care instead of more of control when it comes to these policies. The first thing we want to do is make sure that we have our staff informed of the different policies and the disciplinary procedures when it comes to this policy. So, staff will have that annual professional development, and it'll go over things like the cyberbullying policy, prohibited behaviors, consequences of disciplinary procedures, making sure that staff can identify and respond appropriately to those incidents. Now, the next one is something that I'm really excited about, and I really feel like it gives students more of a voice when it comes to social media, because really they're the ones that are using it. So, Social Media Awareness Week will be involving the students in projects, discussions, and presentations about this digital responsibility they have, how to act responsibly when using social media, and also to help them kind of promote safe use. Maybe the effects of mental health and what that looks like. So, this can include class discussions. This can take place in any of the classes, but mainly promoted through our health classes because they really take a deeper look at mental health and social media and how it affects our relationships. And we also can include our community members. So, presentations from different businesses on mental health and the use of social media. And we want student led projects that encourage and promote safe use of social media. So, this empowers students to create a safer digital community, and it gives them a voice in applying the policy that is stated, making sure that we are negating those behaviors and promoting positive social media use. So ultimately, this policy and its supporting actions go beyond just rules. It's about building a school culture where ethical behavior is going to be modeled through administration and staff and taught to our students. We want students and staff to commit to acting with empathy and integrity, especially when it comes to online social media use. We aim to strengthen not only our policies, but our entire school community by using this policy and applying the information that is on this infographic. Thank you for your time in allowing me to speak on behalf of my infographic. If you have any further questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.